Hello, hello. Perfidious Pete here, delivering your perfunctory daily greeting as I prepare to play a little XCOM, The Long War. And if I sound less than 100% enthused about the possibility of a little celebrity on alien carnage, which you should totally not Google, by the way, it's probably because I'm not exactly 100% enthused about today's celebrity on alien carnage. I'm just going to be upfront about it. I mean, if the aliens can phone it in, I don't see any reason why I shouldn't respond in kind. I'm no better than they are. If they get a slack off, I think I should get a day to slack off too. The last 4 missions have been small UFOs, for crying out loud, and I'm really starting to wonder if maybe the aliens aren't seeing some other commander behind my back. I mean, they still come home at night, sure, but when they arrive, it's in a tiny little pathetic ship, and they're always just really tired. And then when I try and excite them by parading out some of my most provocative and alluring troopers, they just claim they have a headache or say they have an early meeting and then toss a small UFO at me and roll over and go to sleep. I have to say, I'm starting to feel a little neglected, emotionally neglected. It's getting to the point where I'm almost afraid to start scanning because I know they're just going to hurt me again, aren't you, you alien bastards? You cold-eyed, heartless monsters. When did you become too good for me? What did I do? What did I do that alienated your affections? Talk to me, you little gray, dead-eyed, shark-eyed, black, soulless, orbed bastards. Talk to me. It's like you're not invested in our relationship anymore. I don't know what to do. I suppose I'll scan and just hope. Scan and hope that maybe you're still true to me. Maybe you still love me. So 1 alien carbine or 2 scientists. I actually would normally make this trade, but I just can't be bothered right now, so I'm still a little upset at the aliens. I don't feel that they respect me. I'm going to say no, Canada, even though that's a totally reasonable, thoroughly Canadian offer. If I needed 2 scientists, which at this point I kind of don't, I would take that trade, but not now. You've caught me in a very vulnerable state, Canada, and I'm sorry that I have to say no. I shouldn't take it out on you. I know, it's the aliens' fault, not yours.
Contact detected.
Oh, how you continue to hurt me, aliens. Why? Why do you treat me this way? I'm calling my attorney. Alright, so another small UFO. Now, the last time the aliens did this, I gotta give them props. They threw a bunch of small UFOs at me, and it seemed like just in an effort to specifically tire out my troopers, so that when a difficult mission came up, I would have nothing to thwart it. Specifically, last time they did this, they held off until I didn't have any interceptors ready. And I only have 1 laser cannon here, so I'm going to go a little bit sneaky-deaky on them. I'm going to send up shotgun and pointer and see if maybe they can down this craft. And that way we'll still have 1 UFO sort of on backup, or rather 1 interceptor on backup, in case they try to sneaky-deaky another mission in on me.
Approaching target now.
So I gotta say, Steinhoff here, not exactly doing fantastic work. I mean, he hasn't been hit yet, but wasn't really setting the world on fire with his damage either. I think he got 4 total hits. That's not really very good. Oh, sorry, that was Pointer Sewell. Well, let's see if shotgun's any better. I mean, he should have a wider spread. We opened his choke a lot, so he should have a better connect percentage.
Bangs out.
Come on, baby. Come on, shotgun. Get a few hits. Or you can just get torn completely apart. That's useful. Alright, so he's gonna abort then. This is not going well at all.
Contact detected.
I guess it's gonna be up to Lawn Dart then. If he lives up to his name, he should impale the aliens through some vital part of their anatomy. Lawn Dart's easily the deadliest toy ever produced by Hasbro, I think. I don't know what the hell they were thinking when they released that. Should have taken 1 look at that toy and said, this is going to murder the world. We're encouraging children to throw these around in the yard. It's basically like tossing javelins at each other. They're revisiting a Bronze Age battlefield, just pretending they're hoplites trying to impale each other with what are effectively spears. Anyway, an unacceptable level of damage there, by the way, that you took in bringing down that UFO. I gotta say, I'm pretty disappointed in you with your 8 kills or 9 kills, however many you had. That's the best you could do. And it looks like, once again, the aliens may be able to get away with something if they send it over South Africa, or South America, rather, in the next 9 days or so. Once again, they're going to be able to pull off whatever little tricky tactics they're up to. Either way, we still got to put together a crew here, and we're not taking any of our aces. We're not. I'm not going to let them pull that. Last time they did this, they also landed a large UFO, and they sort of double boned me. And, I mean, they didn't even buy me dinner first, so it was sort of an unpleasant situation. By sort of, I mean it was totally an unpleasant situation. We need somebody to lead this mission, though. Oh, we've got Rihanna. Well, there you go. So that's sorted. Let's make items available, although Rihanna's kit's probably already sorted. Yeah, Rihanna's already good. Rihanna, constantly at the ready, in case a chance to be featured as a track on a more talented artist opportunity arises. She always likes to be prepared to head out the door. We need a gunner. I don't think we should commit Megan Fox. Actually, we may be out of gunners, now that I think about it. Are we? We got Nicki Minaj. So I guess it's Nicki Minaj that's going to get to call, then. Let's get Nicki sorted. We're going to give her some Aegis armor. We will. She is a base fire gunner, so we're going to give her Gauss machine gun, standard scope, of course, alloy bipod. Nicki needs all the extra support she can get, particularly in the ass department. I mean, if you got to haul that much extra capacity around, really you need some definitely supportive garments. She normally has her thongs actually custom designed by an engineer who built a cantilever bridge. He's fully versed in massive support for large structures with not a whole lot to work with. It's pretty impressive. The guy's really talented. An infantry trooper we will also need. And I use need loosely. We don't necessarily need one. We're just going to take one. Dane Cook is going to be that one. I don't like that. Dane Cook is actually thoroughly bad. Who else is available? You know what? Let's take Lieutenant Jean-Claude here. I think he's going to be probably... I know I'm doubling up on officers here, but let's face it, this is no one who's going to be missed. So it's not like we're going to rely on Jean-Claude to go storming into an alien base or a large UFO or anything. Old Slim Shady Memorial Slug Slinger there for JCVD. He's going to get a scope and a laser sight to go along with that. Scout Assault combo is sort of obligatory. What do we got for scouts? I see that Tara Reid is busy. You know what? Let's take Pink. It's been a while since we've had Pink in action. She did take a brutal wound that nearly was enough to finish her, despite her massive bodybuilder physique that she's got working. It was a pretty devastating blow. Would have felled any lesser man. I mean, I say that with no facetiousness. It definitely would have killed any lesser human being. But Pink has the stuff of champions. She was able to soldier through. You know, I think we'll go medicless on this mission, and in order to facilitate that, I'm going to go ahead and leave Pink with battle scanners. We've tried to set up a couple captures on this last series of UFO missions. Hasn't necessarily gone totally perfectly or even well. I really feel this is probably a John Flansburgh style mission. So we're gonna pack all the crap into one crate. Effectively, is what we're shooting for here. Let's just get it all in one shovel full so we can get it out the door in a single swoop. Pistol is probably fine. We are going to give Flansburgh walker servos because he's not the fastest trooper in the staff. And we'll back that up with an arc thrower. Actually, Flansburgh is okay, despite his meager stats. He actually has done pretty well for us, mostly as a covert operative. He's easily our most successful covert operative. I mean, they call him Dr. Worm. I mean, he's not a real doctor, but he's a real worm. Also, that's part of where his covert operative skills come in. As a worm, he's able to tunnel under the enemy defenses and strike at them from behind, completely unexpected. It's really the perfect cover. What else do we need? You know, I think we're going to go without a medic. I don't really see the need. Let's take Kristen 1000-Yard Stewart. Maybe the aliens will demonstrate that they do still love me after all and put a bullet through Kristen Stewart's face. That would not sadden me in any way, shape, or form if Kristen Stewart just had to die. I wouldn't feel bad about it. Not even a little. We're not going to take the surgeon. We're definitely not taking McBeef. We could get away with Rat, except it looks like Rat is still tired, so we won't be doing that. I guess we'll take another... What? We could take a second scout, I suppose. Oh, you know what? Let's take Jennifer Lopez. We haven't had J-Lo. We'll double up on the engineers. I'm actually cool with that. A little bit of Aegis armor. I guess we'll give J-Lo a Gauss rifle because we can. Why not? Any kills she gets are likely going to be coming from grenade anyway. And I hear she should probably keep a weapon handy because apparently the boy next door is not terribly nice to Jennifer Lopez. He's a bad egg. You gotta keep an eye out, J-Lo. Girl's gotta protect herself. Would love to send Ashley Tycoon Olsen here, but she's got another 2 days in the Fix-It shop, as does Charlie Hunnam. He's got a triple set of days there. Little less than desirable. We're gonna have to make do. What else have we got? Bono is tired. I really don't want to send anybody. I guess we're gonna have to send Taylor Swift. Can we send Taylor Swift? We can. I mean, I don't want to send Drake, and I don't want to send the Alpha Dog. So yeah, it's well, oh no, not Lindsay All Day Lohan. Absolutely not. No, no, no. So I guess we're gonna send T Swizzle, which, given the caliber of troopers we have on this mission, it's perhaps not the worst idea ever for us to take the Crimson-Lipped Death Goddess, just in case the situation gets a little bit hairy. Tay-Tay will be there to rein in any necessary kills. Now, the only problem with that, Tay-Tay, of course, maximum rank, so any kills she gets effectively wasted EXP, but let's face it, this is a small UFO mission. EXP is not exactly going to be raining from the heavens or anything. It's going to be like 10 aliens, and 4 of them will be like sectoids, so... I know this because the aliens don't love us anymore. They won't send us any quality troops.
Prepare for landing.
Alright, I think that conceit has been fully exhausted. I'm gonna just knock that shit off now. I started with a premise, and I sat down and milked that bad boy for all it's worth. I mean, I just set a stool down next to it and milked it like a sodden cow, but I think that train has sailed, so we'll let it pass. I have no idea what Bradford said. I'm just going to assume he was drunk and rambling there, as since we are raiding a honky-tonk of sorts here, we can make sure and bring Bradford back a 12-pack. Bradford, big fan of Nat Ice, so we'll get him a case of Natty Ice, and I'm sure that'll lift his spirits. I mean, he's going to be a little upset that we ignored him, he always is, but that Natty Ice will really bounce him back quick, so... Let's send Pink out in the scout maneuver and see if we can locate any enemies and or meld canisters. I see nothing. And since we brought the battle scanners, we're going to throw the battle scanners. There's really no reason to not employ them since we did bring them along. Let's drop one on top of this truck, just see what we can see. Pink, why did you break out that window?
Let's have a peek.
I mean, it's not like you're throwing that through the window. You're just engaging in random acts of vandalism. Alright, so there's a meld canister in the kitchen. How that allowed us to see inside the kitchen, I'm not entirely sure, but,
10-4.
oh, whatever. Some peekaboo action. Maybe that's why Pink broke the window. She just wanted a better look at what was behind the counter. Now, I gotta assume there's probably some aliens over here. So we're gonna exercise a little bit of caution. And when I say excise caution, I don't mean that we're gonna carve it out of ourselves. I actually meant the word exercise, but, I've done a slight stroke. See, I just did it again, and my words aren't exactly coming out as they like. Hopefully that clot will clear itself up and won't require any medical attention. Otherwise, you may just hear a loud thud sound of my forehead striking the keyboard and then nothing else. And if that happens, please call emergency services. I need help.
Yes, sir.
Geely, Rihanna, why don't you just grapple to the rooftop? This usually spawns like 17 pods, but I'm going to do it anyway.
Coin grapple.
See if there's anything up there. There is not, surprisingly. Yeah, let's move Rihanna and see if we can get her into a little better position then. And that leaves Tay-Tay pretty much the run of the board. So off she goes. Taylor Swift gonna shake it a little for us. Yeah, that's right. You shake it, girl. Shake it. Yeah, shake it off. I know I've been hating on Tay-Tay a little bit lately because we took a bum ability with her, and I feel she's not exactly at her full killing potential. I have been hating on her just a little bit, but you know what they say, Tay-Tay. Haters gonna hate. You gotta shake it off, girl.
That's what we're looking for.
Yeah, it is what we're looking for. Actually, we need meld. So why don't you go get it, Dr. Worm?
It's been secured.
Alright, Dr. Worm picking up a little meld for us there. That's good. We're gonna bring him, set him up in a position to cover that door. Van Dam, why don't you take cover behind the bar? Something that I have to assume building up to the bar you have a great deal of personal experience with. We're just going to sweep this side of the map to make sure it's clear. Kristen Stewart doing her level best to chew up a little bit of scenery there, because, let's face it, that's what Kristen Stewart does best. And on this mission, we're doing nothing if not trying to make sure that all of our operatives play to their strengths. Nicki Minaj gonna take cover. J-Lo, why don't you and Kristen Stewart can go be Team Grenade. You can just head on forward there while Rihanna tries to spot an enemy, maybe? I don't know. Not sure what Rihanna's doing. Then again, I'm not sure Rihanna is sure what Rihanna is doing. So that seems to make sense. Guess we'll have Tay-Tay slip around the back.
Moving to position.
And she can go on Overwatch.
I'm watching.
Pink? What to do with Pink? This seems suicidally dangerous, and I actually kind of like Pink. I'm going to do it anyway. I have very little respect for these aliens at the moment. They don't seem to want to come out and play, so I'm going to try and provoke them. That sounded like an Ethereal, actually.
Quiet. Do you hear something?
Yeah, I did. It was the deadly whispering noise. Yeah, that's actually more than one Ethereal. That's an unpleasant pod. So what is that? 2 Ethereals, a bunch of heavy floaters on Overwatch. That's bad news for us, frankly. Alright, so we've got to try and kill... Why is it that I always wind up bringing Taylor Swift on the missions that have units that could easily mind control Taylor Swift? So we've got a pair of Ethereals, and Taylor Swift, as we learned, much to our chagrin on an earlier mission, very vulnerable to being mind controlled. We're going to have... fantastic positioning, Tay-Tay. Well done. We're going to have Taylor Swift prop down a proximity grenade.
Deploying mine.
Which, at the very least, should discourage any enemies from sort of slipping up on our flank. We would like a turn to try and position ourselves a little bit better. You know, Rihanna has double tap. I like her chances here. 6 damage. That's not exactly a kill shot, but we're going to take the double tap. You know, actually, disabling shot might not be the world's worst idea here. Nah, let's just go for the damage. Rihanna has damn good ground, and that was a fine critical. We're going to dash Pink to here, and I think Rihanna is probably going to be our only unit that puts herself into harm's way until we've had a chance to position ourselves a little bit better. We want to get the Crater out here somewhere where she could offer some supporting fire.
Stepping up.
We're going to take Crater and put her there. I don't think she will have a shot. Also, no vision. That's okay. That's perfectly acceptable. We're going to position J-Lo and our other engineer, Kristen Stewart. We're going to try and get them in positions where they can go up and over with grenades.
On the move.
Going up and over was Kristen Stewart's motto, actually, while on the set of Snow White and the Huntsman. She went up and over around Arpat's heart, broke it, just broke it right into pieces. But you know, that's the way she plays. Kristen Stewart's a rough and tumble gal. So here comes the Ethereal, and I gotta assume he's just gonna mind control Rihanna. Yeah. Oh, gonna shoot at Rihanna. So a miss, which is fortunate because had that hit, Rihanna would be dead. We've got a heavy floaters 1 and 2 on Overwatch. No, taking a shot at Tay-Tay. Ouch, 8 damage. That's quite a bit. I don't expect this to hit. Taylor Swift chewing through ammo as swiftly as she can, because that's Taylor Swift's job now.
Target is still standing.
Yeah, it sure is. Oh, this is going to be bad for some of our engineers. Oh, he went on Overwatch. That's unexpected. Bizarrely unexpected, in fact. Grenade. This was not unexpected. That's actually going to hit both of our grenadiers here. Nope. So he eliminated Rihanna's cover and managed to wound almost the entire rest of our team. That is unfortunate. All right, so we're in actually a fairly bad position here. And by fairly bad, I mean pretty goddamn bad. We're in dire straits. We need Pink to pull this Overwatch. We have quite a bit of it. All right, Pink, why don't you go there?
Aye, aye, Commander.
This should get rid of all the Overwatch. Pink may go down here. Yeah. Pink getting a little bit lucky. She still has 1 more to go, though. Now, the 3rd Overwatch is available, and there's another Ethereal for us. Alright, so Pink in a little trouble, but holding up. This is not good. Alright, so 58, 58, 64 on the Ethereal. We almost can't really risk the 64% shot, simply because that Ethereal could reflect it, which we sort of can't afford at this point. Nicki Minaj, how do you have no shots? Probably because Taylor Swift is in the road, would be my guess. So all the Overwatch has been pulled.
On my way.
This is very, very dangerous. We're going to do it anyway. So here's our goal. We're going to generally set a couple of these folks ablaze.
Hostiles with fire.
And that's a flaming Ethereal. That's not going to do him any good. That Ethereal will be panicked now. That should give Dr. Worm a chance to kill him. Also, Nicki Minaj should have shots now. Alright, Nicki Minaj does in fact have shots. So we're going to take Nicki's best shot. 60%. Well, that's a hit. Only 6 damage. That's... Perfectly honest and full disclosure, that's much, much less damage than I was hoping for. Way, way less damage. And in the interest of not having these shots reflected back at us, we are going to be throwing mad grenades at these Ethereals. So that didn't get the job done, but we do have one more grenade, and we will likely be using it. Rihanna has to move. That she simply cannot stay where she is.
Moving.
She will be killed. So Rihanna's going to drop down. She has no shots from there. Well, that's not what we needed out of Rihanna. Not at all. Thanks for being a bitter disappointment, Riri. It's nice of you. So I gotta say, we've got Pink in a bit of a pickle here. Even if this criticals, it's probably not a kill. It was a hit. Oh wow, we're in some serious trouble. Serious trouble. What can you see? We need to kill that Ethereal. Honestly, killing the Ethereal is more important than even worrying about those 2 units. That Ethereal mind controls Taylor Swift. We're in deep shit there. We simply cannot let that happen. So 1 Ethereal down. These floaters, all the pods at once, so bad. So we still have 3 floater elites, and I think only 2 units to deal with them, assuming we didn't lock up the game. Alright, we did not. We have just John Flansburgh and Jean-Claude Van Damme. They're all we've got left. That's it. JCVD is going to have to readjust, and man, 1 grenade could really, really hurt us here. We've got to get a kill. JC, you've got to deliver on this guy, buddy.
That's a load of bull.
Yeah, that's real bad, Jean-Claude. It's real bad. So where can we put Dr. Worm that he might be able to draw 2 shots? I guess here? We're going to have to take this. This should be a free shot. Alright, so we got 1 kill at least. And we didn't get a second shot because apparently that guy was too high in the air. So this is a mind control. Oh, nope. Shot. I have no idea what happened there. Either shot Taylor Swift and hit or shot Taylor Swift and miss. Either way, he got a round in the face as payback from Tay-Tay. That was brutal. Can't believe he didn't mind control Taylor Swift. I mean, honestly, he should have mind controlled Taylor Swift. And this is where things go real bad for Pink. You know what? Actually, the panic from Pink, probably one of her better plays. That's not necessarily a terrible thing. Pink still holding strong. I'm telling you, the bodybuilder was... Oh, well, that didn't do her any good. Where did that shot even come from? Seriously, where the hell did that shot come from? Alright, so this is very bad. I'm still not sure where that shot came from, but we can take care of this Ethereal at least. So we're in a real pickle, folks. This is ugly. Tay-Tay gonna set an Ethereal ablaze.
Firing incendiary.
And we would arguably like to try and get a capture on that guy. The problem with that is I don't know if we're going to be able to do it, actually. The capture may simply be out of the question. We did not bring a medic, so we're officially on a timetable now. Nikki, what's your best shot? That's your best shot, huh? Alright then. Well, Nicki Minaj making do with what she's got. Of course, she's been doing that her whole career, but I digress. Can you stand up there? Well, you can, and it's half cover. This is only going to give Rihanna 1 shot. I'd love to get a battle scanner downrange and find out what that other target... Oh, that... You know what? He's already panicked, and at this point, he's almost not the threat. The real threat is whatever is down this alley. So we've got to try and kill these heavy floaters. Could have really used a hit there. Yeah, it's not good. JC, what can you do? Alright, so that's a kill from Jean-Claude Van Damme. That actually may prove to be huge, and a well-earned promotion, actually. Jean-Claude coming up with a hit in a clutch situation. We're going to save Jean-Claude's second shot for a specific reason. Man, that is terrible. Stuart, what can you do? Very, very not a lot. Dr. Worm. That shot came from down here. We got to figure out what's down here. Oh, well, there's a floater right behind that crate. Alright, then. So, Dr. Worm's going to get 2 shots here. And if ever you were going to score a lucky kill here, Dr. Worm, this is your time, buddy. 1 damage. We're 1 short. That is not good. Alright, so...
Headed there now.
This, oh man, I know my commentary is stammering, stuttering, and just terrible, but I'm really just trying to figure out how the hell we dig ourselves out of this hole. Okay, so Geely does have hollow targeting. She only has 1 target, so this is her shot. That's all we can do. Yeah, I did not expect that to hit,
That's
actually.
a load of bull.
Kristen Stewart only has 1 target, but the thing is, Kristen Stewart... How close can you get a grenade, Kristen Stewart, without hitting Dr. Worm? I mean, this is very important that we know how close you... Right? Okay. So pretty close, actually. So drop it right there. We only need 1 damage out of this. We need 1 friggin' damage. Alright, so Kristen Stewart, the overachiever, actually comes in with more damage than we needed. And that's going to let our last shot actually suppress with Van Damme. So this should give an aim penalty to that unit. Not necessarily sure that that aim penalty is going to be sufficient to keep anyone alive. Panicked Ethereal is panicked. Let's see what happens here. Jean-Claude coming up with 8 damage. I have to almost guarantee that somebody here is going to take a hit. Or that guy could take the most bizarre double move of all time.
X-rays coming in from the sides.
Alright, we have a problem. I really want to go for the capture on that Ethereal. I really, really want to try and cap it. The problem is, we got a trooper bleeding out, and we have a limited number of turns left before Pink is KIA. And we would rather keep Pink alive and critically wounded for the 2nd time, I might add, than we would capture that Ethereal. But if we can do it, we're absolutely going to try. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to have Rihanna take this shot. 7 damage. So that leaves it with 6 health. And Rihanna is out of ammo. Alright, so we've got to get 6 damage from someone. It's not going to be Nicki Minaj. I don't think John Flansburgh can do... I think everything he has does more damage. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to bring Tay-Tay in a flank position behind this guy, strangely enough. That's way too much damage. We're going to have to run and gun with Dr. Worm. If we want to go for the capture, run and gunning with Dr. Worm is an absolute must. We have to do it. So that's Dr. Worm sorted. How much damage? 8. Ethereals do not have a lot of armor. Now, just pointing out also, Dr. Worm cannot this turn try for a capture since he run and gun. There's no capture attempt. We're gonna run this to the razor's edge. We don't want anyone on Overwatch. I also don't necessarily want that guy moving, and if he does move, I want to try and do a little bit of damage. So here's what we're gonna do. We're actually gonna take a proximity mine. We're gonna put it as close to that guy just to try and discourage him. Or rather, encourage him. Discourage him from moving or encourage him to stay put. We're going to do one of those 2 things. Jean-Claude. Can you get a shot, JC? You cannot. So go ahead and reload. Our goal is going to be to try and get as many troopers as we can into range where perhaps next turn, if we need them to put some damage on that Ethereal, he will regenerate this turn. So we've got that going for us. Oh, he can't reload on a run and gun? That sucks. Any steady weapon? No, he can shoot or go on Overwatch. Well, we don't want him to do either of those things. See our last unit? He is, in fact, our last unit. Alright, then we're just going to end the turn. Tay-Tay's going to use her repair servos to kick up one more health. Let's see what Panic Ethereal does. Ideally stays put and heals 6 damage. Fantastic. Alright, so we have a chance. We have 1 capture attempt. First thing we got to do is get this guy injured enough. It only has a 5% critical chance. We're going to take this shot. That's actually not necessarily a terrible thing. He reflected the attack. Was that Tay-Tay's only shot? That was Tay-Tay's only shot. Alright then. Where is Rihanna? Rihanna, reload. And also fire, please. We need some damage here. 5 damage is not as much as we needed. We needed more. Should probably have started with Nicki Minaj. Max damage from Nicki is a kill. That's a problem. Alright, John Claude, what can you do? You can eat a reflection if you have to. Perfect. Fantastically done, Jean-Claude. That was excellent work, son. Excellent work. Hope that doesn't set off the proximity mine, but it might. Oh, alright. So here we go. Here's our stun. Can we get an Ethereal, folks? Doink. Oh, yeah! And then exploded. I'm not sure if that counts. We'll have to see whether he's a captive or whether he is dead. So possibly that proximity mine was a terrible, terrible idea. Also, this is not end of mission. We have dallied too long. Pink is dead. Pink, no! Oh, it's a sad day. Pink has fallen. Well, there's nothing we can do about it. This is why you bring medics, folks. We didn't, and Pink is gonna pay the price. Pink is gonna pay for our mistake.
Heading to that location.
It's unfortunate, but that's gonna be the way the cookie crumbles in this situation. Alas. Yep, there we go. Pink has bled out. Her 1940s bodybuilder physique just simply wasn't enough to withstand the onslaught. Well, that almost certainly means that this guy, well, maybe he is a capture. I can't tell because his corpse is hovering in the air in what appears to be some sort of Michael Jackson-esque dance pose. Ethereal's apparently recreating the dance from Thriller.
Locked and loaded.
Big Michael Jackson fans, by the way. It's not widely known about the alien invaders, but they are huge fans of MJ.
Ready to rock.
But we're just going to reload, readjust, and try and recuperate from the devastating and sad loss of Alicia Beth Moore Hart, also more commonly known as Pink. She took more brutal shots to the face than any single human has a right to take and survive, but in the long run, the years and years of desolate pounding turned out to be just a little bit too much for even Pink's remarkable build. It's unfortunate, but that's the nature of things in XCOM, folks. Folks are gonna die. It's just, that's the way it works. Sometimes you beat the aliens, sometimes they beat you. Mostly they beat you, but
Heading to that location.
let's see what we can get out of Tay-Tay here. Alright, so it's 2 outsiders. Pink died for 2 outsiders. Just throwing that out there. This is what Pink gave her life for right here. This. We are 1 tile short. You know what? Since we're 1 tile short, we're just going to run and gun. We're going to have Tay-Tay walk over here, flank this guy, shoot him in the back.
I'm on it, Commander.
We have other troops that can come up and handle these 2 cholos.
Alien materials.
So we're just gonna have Tay-Tay take her flank shot. A critical here possibly could kill this guy. Yeah, not quite. 10 damage though, which is a pretty remarkable output. So we have our hanging Ethereal, much like the hanging Chad from the elections oh so terribly long ago, which was problematic. Remarkably, Rihanna has a shot from here. We're actually gonna take that. Probably twice if she has double tap available. If it's available, definitely twice, since the first shot was a brutal miss. That was not well done, Rihanna. Looks like that one turned out no better. So Rihanna stacking failure on failure. Apparently she's devastated by the loss of Pink. She's really broken up about that one, folks.
Heading there now.
Little known fact, apparently, that Pink and Rihanna are the best of friends.
Good to
Much
go.
like Elvis and Jack Nicholas. I mean, it may sound ridiculous, but they were once the very best of friends. I think we'll actually suppress this alien. I don't like our chances of killing him, and I don't think JCVD is likely to pull a hit.
Moving out.
Wouldn't mind some of our other troopers just keeping him pinned down. Oh, well, a surprise kill there from Kristen 1,000-Yard Stewart. That's unexpected, to say the least. Nicki Minaj here going to advance. She's going to hunker down, of course, because she's our basic fire gunner, and that's really, at this point, all she can do. But Overwatch then for J-Lo. John Flansburgh. You have a good position to assault from? He does. And we do want to get John Flansburgh a little bit close here. The reason for that being, he can use his close quarters combat ability to keep anybody from, specifically this guy, who's the only guy left on the map, from running up and flanking Nicki Minaj. Nicki doesn't exactly have our heaviest armor, so we'd like her to avoid damage if at all possible. And he's going to take a flank shot at Flansburgh, which has a lot of F's in it. Oh, shooting at
Incoming
Taylor
weapons
Swift.
fire.
Tay Tay going to fire back. That's no good. Much like a 66-yard field goal attempt, Tay Tay will not be setting the record on this one, sadly. It's a tragic loss to the XCOM project. Pink, Alicia Beth Morehart, was killed today in action. I'd like to point out also that this is a small UFO. Also, this small UFO did not land, but was shot down, and yet contained a pod with a Muton Elite, 2 Ethereals, and a Muton Elite, 2 Ethereals, and then 4 heavy floaters. So that's a pretty goddamn hefty pod for Operation Burning Smoke. And Pink has fallen. There will be much, much sadness in the breast cancer awareness community as their chief spokesman. I mean, I'm assuming. I don't know whether necessarily Pink endorses that. I can't imagine why she wouldn't. Seems rather reprehensible to say, nah, breast cancer's cool, I refuse to join the fight against it. Especially when her nickname is their banner color. That would... Seems like it would be a natural alliance, but, you know, I can't speak for Pink. Piana's going to be in a hospital for 15 days. Okay, so this mission was, it was a fucking train wreck. Just an absolute fucking train wreck. And Pink may now fall into the category of most vaunted deceased trooper. I think she may be our highest ranked person who's in the boneyard. Lock and load for JCVD, no question there. Kristen, 1,000-Yard Stewart. Battle scanners actually are interesting. Suppression, not particularly interesting. Probably going to take heat warheads instead. I just take a quick look at this and see if there are any skill bonuses. It gives 1 aim. Fuck that. Heat warheads it is. We can throw those at sectopods. And J-Lo picking up a buff as well. Ranger, repair. That's +1 mobility, but so is Ranger. You know, our damage engineers don't carry support grenades. I know theoretically once we get tactical rigging... Yeah, you know... Yeah... What if a chem grenade counts as a support grenade? You know what? We are going to take smoke and mirrors. Mostly because Ranger just really isn't that exciting for an engineer. They're never going to do high damage with their weapon. So giving them Ranger just seems like doubling up on a bad idea. Heavy Floater Corps, 7 Illyrium. But the important thing, is that Ethereal a captive? He is not. We didn't even actually get that Ethereal's corpse because it got exploded by our proximity mine. So this mission, folks, a fucking comedy of errors. A comedy of errors. We accidentally killed the Ethereal that we had the capture set up on. Pink is dead. And we gained effectively nothing out of that. And also all 3 of our interceptors, or at least not all 3, but every single one of our interceptors in South America is now out of action. So I gotta say, that fantastic mission, guys. Everybody really fucking well done. Brilliant work, guys. We're going to have to definitely fix this South American situation. We cannot allow that to stand. I don't want to send them eggs or carrot. They're 2 of our finest pilots. But Britt Kowalski, 2 days, I believe, for transfer. Yeah, that's fine. And as Brick's replacement, then, we will send them... I don't want to edit that guy. I just want to move him. Pointer Sewell is down for 3 days. Shotgun Steinhoff down for 14. Here's what we'll do. We're going to send Shotgun... Actually, do I want to do that? Yeah, you know what? We're going to transfer Shotgun to Asia, and we're going to send his boon companion, or I guess rather that was Pointer Sewell, but we're going to send his boon companion, Shotgun Steinhoff, also to Asia. And what we're going to do is we will build a laser cannon and equip one of those guys with said laser cannon. So let's head down to the foundry. We can at least get that started. I would like to build some more advanced interceptor weaponry, but alas, the plasma cannon don't have enough Illyrium for that. We're getting close, though. And I may build one. Does a laser cannon take Illyrium? It does not. Fantastic. Well, let's... You know what? Let's build 2 of those. All this cost is cash and alloys, both of which we have plenty of. So, 5 days then for another pair of laser cannons, and that should allow almost all of our fleet to be equipped with supercapacitors and laser cannons. And with that taken care of, then, I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up. Also, maybe pour one out for Pink, my fallen homie. I never thought that her brick shithouse build could be shattered, but, the aliens came in like a wrecking ball, and Miley Cyrus wasn't even there to sing about it. So, if you enjoyed the episode, feel free to drop a like down in the comments section. Of course, your support does really mean a lot to us. And if you'd like to see more daily XCOM, consider subscribing as well. We'll see you again soon.